suck like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Damn, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting, I'm gone, yo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae. Got this broken to his place. It's in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Washington Commanders and the Los Angeles Rams. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. To throw right away is Howell.
Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number 1 job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
They'll go play action. Howell.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Washington going to send out their punter. They'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Pulled in at the 24. Now a hit and a loose football. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd down now, it's Sherman. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Sherman.
And I'll tell you, the effort's sensational, but he may have come up a foot or so short of the line he needed. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
That was a good explosive run right there, and it brings up an interesting little dilemma, doesn't it? 4th and inches, got to decide what they want to do now. Not sure they expected to be in this situation with what they were facing on 3rd down.
Powell in the QB sneak, and he is going to have a Washington 1st down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. It's Howell.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
On 1st down, it's Sherman, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Sherman.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Commanders are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
line. Throwing on 1st down. Reed.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Reed. And that is incomplete.
And the Rams at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to try and go deep again.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 34. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cooper Kupp,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
This defense for the Rams, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
On third down, it's Sherman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. Again, 11 play. And the Commanders first down.
Now throwing on first down here. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 13 yards.
7-7, our score after one.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is into the end zone for a Commanders touchdown.
A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Commanders have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Back to throw. Reed. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated.
And it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
To throw is Reed on 1st and 10. That'll be caught by Cobb. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Reed now on 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw. Reed. Going up top for Kupp. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
What a 1st half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. The game thing's into the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Knocked that down for a win in the defense's column.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sherman. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 30 yards there. And, of course, the 1st down as well. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Up the middle they go. Sherman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Richie Grant in on the tackle.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Howell. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Third and long, here's Howell. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick. Headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work down inside the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Reed off the play fake. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Howe's throw caught by Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. It's Sherman, and now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Sherman. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing here, Howell. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision of being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44s. They try again on first down. They'll try the left side. It's Sherman. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Now Howell. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going.
And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now Reed on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Right back to him on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody to run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Now down to throw it.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit.
From the left hash, this from 46.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Reed. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got it inside the 10. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Robinson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Howell, third and goal. Looking left side and has got a man. That's Sherman. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution?
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline, and that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Reed. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Off the play fake. Reed. And this one is incomplete.
But the criticism is that he overthrew his man, but yeah, give him credit. He also didn't risk an interception with that type of a throw. Because of that, they still have a chance to put some points on the board.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they were able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. That's caught at the 25. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd and goal. Powell. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? Forget about the guys in the backfield. They're eligible, too.
But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Here's Reed, looking to throw on second down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third.
And he'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeout?
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it, and the Commanders are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
Room here to run. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 16-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That one complete out to Dotson. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
First and goal. The 5-yard line.
On first down,
Sherman, and he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
a great play there.
His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Powell throwing for it.
And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
To throw is Reed. To throw on second down. That'll be caught. It's caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Reed now, throwing on first down. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He's back to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Walsh.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they blew the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity.